Hey, what is going on, you dead set legends? And welcome to the Ready Bang, the number one arm wrestling review show on the planet. I'm your host, the Aussie arm wrestler. And geez, did we have a massive weekend in arm wrestling. It was insane. We had an Aussie invasion over at Washington State. We had super matches over there. We had some upsets. We had some disappointments. And then you go into the middle of the country and we had the old Monster Factory 5, which will go through the big 2-day event to launch the new Monster Factory. So in a minute, I'm going to send some links out for people involved in both, and hopefully people can jump on board and have a bit of a chat. But let me know, did you watch Monster Factory 5? Did you watch Washington State Championships? Or were you a nutcase like me and a few others and watched both, I should say. I didn't watch every single minute of it. Was a bit busy this weekend. Was a bit busy. But there were some really good bits. There were some really weird bits. There were some big upsets, things that made us go like that. It was brilliant. I'll send a link to see if we can get some. Where's me invite button? And then keep saying hello in the chat. I'm just going to send a link to some people from Washington State to start with to see if they want to jump in and say g'day and see as it all loads. And now let's say hi to all the Dead Set legends in the chat. Where are you all? Where are my guys? We got the Schmo. He's hanging about. We got the real deal with the old Ready Bang. Jeremiah H with a Ready Bang. Devon's forearm, you're dead to me. So I'm not even saying, no, I'm only joking, mate. Yo, Jake and chat, what's going on, Devon's forearm? It's actually hanging out in his Discord for a bit yesterday. That was a bit of fun. Arch Dog is in there. Good day, mate. Well, good day to you too. JH Pipe Fitting, getting done. Ready Bang. MO Outdoor Experiences, he says, I was competing and watching Monster Factory, which was good. MO Outdoor Experiences, sounds like you had a great weekend. Chocolate Thunder is in the chat. He goes, yo, what's up? Those Aussies came to Washington State and was cleaning house. They did all right, didn't they? Us Aussies can go all right. We're not too bad at arm wrestling. That's one of the main things I want to talk about, because it's always nice when Australia wins, because we put all of our hopes and dreams on Ryan Bowen and Lachlan Adair, who are doing some amazing things. But then when a group of my guys just head over to Washington State, and they go, right, let's just show everyone not only how we do it on the table, but how we do it off the table. It was incredible. It was incredible. I watched a bit of it. I watched quite a bit. I think a lot of the amateurs. Then I woke up and missed the super matches. I had to quickly, before I checked the internet, I had to quickly go back and check. I had to watch the super matches so I didn't miss out on the results. And then from there, we rolled on, watched that, and then I was watching a bit of a tournament up until I think I watched a little bit of the left arm pros at Washington State. And yeah, then I had to go spend time with my family. But then when I'm getting tagged and everything saying that that the Aussies were just doing some damage, absolutely, they were loving it. Just go double check something. Cool, and cool. Cole Gray says Uncle John looked massive at Washington State. Unrecognizable. Respect. We got the pronator tendon in the chat. Ready, bang. Ronnie Shawley says, I competed here in Missouri and watched Monster Factory yesterday. I think that's the one thing I'm really, really enjoying about the arm wrestling world at the moment is like, okay, I was watching 2 tournaments and then I was watching 2 tournaments and there were like 6 others, whether it was in the US, whether it was abroad. There was just so much. Like the Nordic Open was open. The Nordic Open was open. The Nordic Open was on. So there was just arm wrestling all over the shop. So I was pretty happy with it all. And it just like, whenever you're just like, there's no big event, you know, because everyone wants to see the super heavyweights and everyone wants to see Devon Poole. That's fine. But it's amazing that we can just look around and go, hey, everyone, there's a state championships here and there's a competition over here and we've got this going on and we've got that. So basically, if you're a nutcase like me, every single week of the year, you can park yourself in the chair, watch yourself a bit of arm wrestling. It is so busy. It is going really, really well. And I'm very happy for the arm wrestling world. We've got the whitest of the wolfers in the chat with the old Ready Fang. Jar Corbin's in there. This is fun weekend of arm wrestling. Absolutely. We're going to go through the good, the bad, the ugly, and a bit of fun. Hello, Jake, says Roy. Everything looked really good. Everything looked really good. I mean, there are bits and pieces. We can really nitpick on production because sometimes that's what we do. But at this stage, I'm not too bothered. There were some good bits, there were some bad bits. But at the moment, I just want to talk about a few things. Just going to send a message out first. And just go. And it's going to say, hey. And just sending a message. Oh. I'll send that and I'll see what happens there because you just never know. What else have we got? Quickly with Tall Paul Hutchins. Ready, bang, yo, Mr. Jake. How you going, Tall Paul? Says Monster Factory needs Jake and Rebecca doing the commentating. A little Beauty and the Beast. I will definitely be the Beast in that pairing. At stages, I didn't really hear the commentary because I was in a video chat group with the guys, so I kept it very low. At times, I was tuning in and listening, but yeah, I watch a lot of arm wrestling on mute because usually I do a live commentary, so I watch a lot of arm wrestling on mute. But yeah, so both events well received. There was consistent people watching all the time. I think it got up to 700-800 people when I was watching Monster Factory. There was almost 200 consistently over the course of Arm Sports Entertainment, at least for like the 2 hours I was watching it. It was a consistent 200. So I'm just waiting to see what. Okay, well, if I just go, where's the link? Okay, so I've sent a link. I've sent a link to some people from Monster Factory. I've sent a link to some people from Washington State. First one to get on the show, that's what we will talk about first. That is for sure. Well, you know, Carl, can't disagree with you there. Only because I just love doing it. I don't think I'm the best. I just love doing it. I love getting excited. So I love being really, really good. What else have we got? And everyone's just all hanging about. And Kevin is in the chat because it is a Christmas time. Hit the like button while you were there, guys. Big things coming up on the channel for sure. I'm just going to sit in here and make as many videos as I can because we've got King of the Table. But today, a couple of things before anyone jumps on the chat. A couple of good things. I enjoyed... The one thing I really enjoyed about both, now it's very hard for companies to do this, and this is not a knock on Monster Factory or Washington State. I saw a lot of guys that I didn't know. Of course, I got more excited. I got more excited when there were people I did know pulling at Monster Factory or Washington State. But I loved looking and going, hey, he's really good. Geez, he seems like a character. He's up and about. So it was absolutely brilliant. Pavlo, can you refresh my memory, Pavlo? Why didn't you and Corey pull? Why didn't you and Corey pull? Let me know. I can't remember because I remember seeing a poster and you and Corey were supposed to pull left arm. What happened there? What happened there? Not too sure. Now, everyone's seen the messages. They've seen the link. We'll see if anyone jumps on. Okay, let's just start with Washington. Oh, Corey got hurt. Okay. I thought that may have been the case because Pavlo's posting every single day, lifting like ridiculous amounts of weight that the human body cannot comprehend. I watched one of your lifts today, Pavlo, on Facebook, and I was like, oh yeah. So people saying Corey's shoulder, about 10 days beforehand, Corey's shoulder. Corey was injured. Corey got injured. There you go. Varley's in the chat. What's going on, Varley? Okay. Let me just double check something. No, okay. Everything seems okay. So, right. Now, we've got... Yeah, the one thing I liked about Washington State looked very clean, very crisp, and they had 3 tables running at once, and they tried something different. They tried the columns this time. If you haven't seen it, oh well, let's just try something else. Here we go. So everyone's jumping in at once. They're all in here. It's the Monsters. It's Uncle John. I said, whoever got in first, we're going to talk about their event. And the Monsters got in by a nose. Rebecca and Michael stuck in a car. How are you going? Please tell me you're at a drive-through getting food.
No,
we are getting food. We are getting food.
But we're at Walmart. We're going to go in there and get a cake.
Walmart. Walmart always surprises Australians. A fun story of Walmart. I was in Arizona and we went in there, and first of all, we had an 85-year-old man greet us hello. Jobs like that are for 15-year-olds back in Australia. And then when I was trying to buy something for my wife and I was trying to buy something for my baby, and I could buy some bullets for my gun.
Well, there you go.
Awesome.
It's
Soft
like,
top.
I was reading a post on Reddit, and some chick was like, I think she was from Europe though, and she was like, me and my friends were just amazed with Walmart because you could go in and you could buy guns or you could buy goldfish. It's
yeah,
awesome. It's
it is
awesome.
brilliant. But congratulations on another successful Monster Factory 2-day event. You guys must be knackered.
Oh yeah, I mean,
He is. I mean, okay, I'm very tired, but what I was gonna say is he is like in freaking insane. He's just insane. Hey there, Tim.
what's up, Uncle John? Yeah,
Hey
we were
there.
just Friday morning. The place was a wreck. You know, the gym's
A wreck.
the new space isn't complete yet. We got it complete enough to hold the event. But she came out there Monday morning. She's like, "Oh
No,
crap!"
Friday morning.
Friday morning, and I'm like, "Don't worry, baby, it'll be okay."
I said I'm not coming back in till it's showtime. and and Rob Kelly, our production director, he walks in. I said, listen, you're gonna have to go through run through with me here in my house because I'm not going back in there until it's showtime because I can't see that crap. I mean, there was like huge
Well, there were
scaffolding and
scaffolding and crates because the game room got delivered on the day before on Thursday, so the game room got installed. We had I mean, there's so much like you can't imagine.
the plumbing for the 2 bathrooms.
We had no plumbing,
was put in
no
Friday
electrical
morning.
outlets.
Yes.
I mean, there was nothing. So
It's crazy.
Yeah, you even during the live stream, you're even bossing someone. You're like, "Here's a plumber. Oi, what's going on? Go fix what's going on with the bathroom.
We had
Go
a leak
fix
in
it."
one of the bathrooms. So yeah,
Yeah, just a little thing hadn't gotten tightened all the way down, so it was leaking just a little bit. And Trey, the farmhand suit, he's actually a plumber. So I was like, wait, he's a plumber. Get him over there.
Yeah. He already had his match, so now we can go earn his keep.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you what, there was some good arm wrestling at the Monster Factory. There were some shocking moments as well.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
I was really, really impressed. I'm always impressed with Dustin Hyatt. Okay, just always.
Oh, kid's an animal.
He is. He has got such talent, and just to be such a kind, respectful kid, and that grin. Who cannot love that smiling face of his? I mean, I don't know. I want to give him cookies or something because he's just an amazing kid. But Artem really was impressive, and watching his face when he knew that he had accomplished it. And I wasn't aware that he was really quite worried about that match. He was really quite worried. And he said, I called my wife, and I usually don't call my wife, but I called my wife because I didn't know how this was going to go. And I was like, I'm never going to get to come back to the Monster Factory.
If I lose my second time, I'm not coming back.
He's like, that's not how it works, Artem. You're fine.
But no, we were very pleased. Had a great group of guys. The event went well. We already got people asking for matches for the next one. March 23rd. So letting you know now. So it's not the same day as Tim's tournament. You know what I'm saying?
Is that a good day for you, Tim?
It's the same day as Arm Gods, though, I think. I think a lot of us are in Ireland for Arm Gods.
Oh, it is. I think it is. Well, I can't do March 16th.
And win a blast.
It is. See, the week before, though, I have to do it around East versus West and King of the Table,
Yeah.
And the week before is going to be
Fallen Heroes
event in Kansas City, and I can't pull people away from that because we're only 6.5 hours away, and it's also Sean Hancock's Vegas event that I might go to. So
well, and if you look at schedules, okay, which is a good thing. This is a good thing. There are multiple events going on every freaking weekend that has to do with arm wrestling. So what you have to do is, okay, so if I'm going to be here, like our events are by invitation only. We're not holding some big tournament. So we're not going to pool people that would go to a tournament. These are people that have agreed weeks in advance to a super match. Months in advance, actually, to a super match. So we have that working in our favor, but we still try not to pull if there's something huge happening within just a few hours driving of us, right? So we try to look by regions, and then we absolutely cannot hold an event on the same day as a King of the Table or an East versus West.
No.
That just doesn't make any sense. So it's all, I mean, like I said, it's a very good thing that we have so many promotions going on. That is, I think that's amazing for arm wrestling. And I think the best thing that we can do as promoters, and I did this yesterday and the day before, while we're on our lives, holler out for those other events that are going on that people may not know that are actually happening right now. Because
I can vouch for that. I was watching you guys when you said, make sure you got 2 TVs going, and you mentioned Washington State. I was watching when you said that.
Well, the thing is that everybody's got multiple devices now, and how many people go into sports bars and they're watching 8 different events on 8 different stations. So do that. Just watch it all, support it all, make sure everybody gets their watch time. And I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited for the sport because of
the one thing I was mentioning, I was enjoying because I was one. I had one on the laptop. I had one on the TV. I didn't know in detail many of the athletes, whether it was the Monster Factory or Washington State, but it was cool to watch because now I'm more invested in a few of the athletes. I was like, oh, I like this guy. I hope he goes back to Monster Factory. Oh, hope he wins the 198s or the 176s at Washington. So I am liking that all these other promotions are providing different athletes.
I think that is fantastic. And that is actually, of course, we're going to have, we want to have some of the well-known names on occasion, but that is not what our focus is. Our focus is to have those names that may not be so well known, but should be known, and let them get some airtime and let them get, some highlights so that they can get invites onto those bigger stages. There's so much talent that really needs to have the opportunity to showcase itself.
Yeah, and we're getting it there. And then we've got a couple of drunk people underneath us here. They've probably been partying all night. If you don't know, it's between the two of them, only one of them won a super match, and you can all guess in the comments which one that was. But ladies and gentlemen, you got Uncle John and Tim Talmadge. What's going on, guys?
Oh, we're having a good time over here, Ozzy. We're just enjoying a little, that day after a tournament, you guys are in the same thing. The day after, when you've successfully done it and pulled it off, it's that tournament afterglow. That's what we are enjoying today.
Oh, yeah. I don't feel an afterglow. I just feel like I need like a year-long nap. Just a year-long nap.
I would agree, but I got to take the Aussies. We're doing we got a 24-hour trip in Vegas, 24 hours in Nashville, and then we're in Florida for 5 days. So I'm not going to sleep for the next 10 days.
Oh, dang.
Oh, yeah, because Florida State's next week or something.
Yep, Florida State.
Yeah, that's cool.
So we'll get everybody nice and geared up and get a little private dinner we're getting ready to have. So it's turns good. And,
Oh, it's still early where you're at. It's 4:20. I forgot. Yeah, that's cool.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm still beat Jordan Sill 3-0. I'm just kidding.
I will be the first to say, congratulations, sir. Incredible.
He said Jordan Sill.
He beat Jordan Sill 3-0. Yep. Smoked him out of strap.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's impressive as heck. Good job.
Yeah. Game plan. It all fell together.
Real good job.
Uncle John looks like a very clean, crisp shirt, the way he was pressed 3 times on the weekend.
That was actually pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know where you're going with that, and I got the press. I'm like, oh, that was good. That's funny.
Just quickly, John, on your match, did you know that's where Gage was going to go? Because I was shocked when he went in.
I was not shocked, but
that's his move.
I feel like the one thing that I did that I shouldn't have done was completely shit the bed. If I wouldn't have done that, I probably would have had a much better chance in that match.
There you go. It was.
I'm guessing, not from experience, but I'm guessing that would pretty much mess up your day either which way.
Well, I mean, I still pulled 4 more classes. Why not?
And you had to commentate all day with Jody.
Yeah. It was great. It was a great time. I can't say enough about coming out here to the West Coast after being on the East Coast. Like, they're both great, but West Coast, every time I come out here, those guys are ready to bang, right? We were still pulling at 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, there's crazy people out here.
Crazy. Well, how many entries did you have, Tim?
301. Yep. Yeah, we had.
Did you say that you were still pulling at 2 in the morning?
3 in the morning, I wrapped up pulling. Yeah.
After pulling.
Get this. We had Gary Roberts here until 2 a.m.
Yeah, see, it's my house. I'm closing doors and people are getting.
Yeah.
That's how that's working.
Hey, listen, the way things went, because we had an early start, we had a efficiently ran tournament.
We didn't even tournament.
Well, efficiently ran event. Who gives a shit? People left at their own accord. Like, I didn't have to ask anybody to get out of my house or nothing. You know,
there was great
because we finished early enough to where people are like, oh, there's so much stuff to do in Hot Springs. Let's go have dinner. Let's go here. Let's go to the Airbnb, because people would rent houses and all that. By 8:30 last night, I'm having ice cream in bed with my wife. It was awesome. You know, I was like, this is great. You know,
I was going to ask you. You know, you had a 2-day, right? Were you still able to pull off the buffet for everybody? Because that would be insane.
No, we had huge amounts of pizza.
Yeah, we just ordered a bunch of pizza
2 days in a row.
Each event, you know, because there was no way I could do that again with that many people.
I was going to say,
for one, I don't have a budget right now, so it's not going to work out. But yeah.
Well, and 2, the people at the buffet, the owners would absolutely hate it.
They would probably put out. Yeah. And we crush that buffet every time we go. So.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Well, I don't know how Uncle John will go with pizza. That was probably my highlight of Washington State. He's like, I'll be back. I'm going to go get some sustenance. And anyway, you hear Uncle John go off. Jody's doing the commentary. About 10 minutes later, John comes back and he goes, I missed the pizza by 1 slice. And I've got peanut M&Ms.
You want to know who took all the pizza? Harold Ryden.
Oh, yeah.
Harold Ryden ate all the pizza.
Tom Nelson in the house, he took first place. That was nice to see him back.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
That's awesome.
First place in the super heavyweight.
Yeah. But he said he's
cool.
42. He said, but he's just getting back into it. He's going to do California State next month. He'll be 242s. So, but he looked incredible.
Yeah, looked strong.
That's good.
Did you guys see Brandon Seltzer's arm bend in the wrong places?
I did not like that match one bit. It was the epitome of break arm position all 4 rounds.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah,
oh my Lord.
He's got bendy bones, Rebecca said.
Yes, bendy bones. That was
it was disgusting when I was seeing, like, as Dallas was like outside of his shoulder, trying to side pressure with the press, and it was just gross.
So we were seated not straight down the front like you guys saw, right? We were seated to the side. So I was even seeing it from a different angle, and it looked worse.
Way uglier, right?
It would look worse.
It looked way worse from where we're sitting. Rebecca's turning away from the it was bad.
And the thing is usually, previously in the Monster Factories, where we're sat, I could get up and run out of the room if I wanted to. Well, now we were sat right in front of the damn wall. I couldn't go anywhere. There was no escape for me. It was not cool. It was just not cool at all. But
and how do you think it all ran, the 2-day event, your first 2-day event at the Monster Factory?
It all ran great.
Obviously we had hiccups, but we had a new space. You know, you don't know how well everything's going to pick up. We didn't have things hardwired like I eventually will.
So
what we had, I feel like it went off like gangbusters. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm happy
with everything that's been going on with us. I was lucky to be able to even have the event. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know if I'd be in a good enough place to be able to be there and do it. But I had so many commitments to people and the people who helped us create the Monster Factory and get that thing done. I just felt like I had a responsibility to hold the event. So thankfully I had a great group of people helping us, but also all the athletes were extremely respectful and, very complimentary on the new space. Like, Bob Brown sat there and just looked around. I was like, I never envisioned it being this. Like, I when you told me, I didn't think it was going to be this. And I'm like, well, this is the picture I had the whole time. I mean, it did exceed my expectations. Like, it actually has turned out better than what I even envisioned. So I'm blessed and thankful to have that. And the options we have moving forward are basically endless. I mean, I could have any one, like, if I just want my own super match, I'm like, I want to pull so-and-so. just get a sponsor for it. I've got the venue, got the stage. Boom, let's run it.
Okay, that's cool, honey. But the thing that I absolutely love is, yeah, you put forth so much effort, and every single time, I'm going to let you in a little secret. Every single time, I'm telling Michael, I'm not doing this again. This is the last time. This is it. I'm fed up with this stuff. I'm not doing it anymore. But from the time of the first match, and you see the excitement on the athletes' faces, and they're positively glowing. Even if they lost, they're having such a fabulous time, and they're so complimentary. I absolutely love the group of athletes. I can't wait to do it again when it's over. So it's already scheduled for the next one. And I'm sure the next time I'll be saying the same thing. I'm never doing this again.
Oh, it's every single time.
And then it's just such a good experience. But part of it also is it is in our home. It's in our home. So when it's over with, you're literally just there having a great reunion with a bunch of friends in the community that we love so much. And, people are walking up to me. Hey, Rebecca, you got ibuprofen? Yeah, I do. You know why? This is my house. I'll go in and get it. It's just so damn cool. It's really a lot of fun. So.
No, I love what you guys do. I love what Tim does. I've been to one of Tim's events this year. They're insane. Obviously, I won't be at Monster Factory 6 because I'll be in Ireland, but hopefully at Monster Factory 7. Tim, you've been to a Monster Factory, so you know what it's all about. So I love it when people put on events because I couldn't do it.
Awesome. Yeah, no, it's great. Yeah, I hope to be back there one day. And I'm 1-1 at the Monster Factory. I refed it. Maybe I can do a little bit of both next time. But yeah, I will be in Ireland for the next one as well. And then we got June 1st is the big Arizona State with the 220 round robin with all those guys, the RBJ and Alcester and Toulier and everybody, Rackers, and myself. So,
what is that?
June 1st.
June 1st. 220?
220 round robin.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
It's like RBJ, Alcester, me, Jordan, Rackers, Craig Toulier, Dimitri Cutchin. Yeah,
Brent Rockers. He wants everyone now. Brent Rockers. He main evented the first night. Very impressive. Brent Rockers was at the Monster Factory.
Yeah, man, he's strong, and he is such a built for arm wrestling individual. I mean, his forearms and his hands are so thick and strong looking. I mean, he's impressive.
Yeah. Did you do any after pulling, Michael? How's the arm? They want to know.
I did not. I didn't want to pull anybody. I wanted to pull people fresh because, like, I pull with Corey, and I know where I'm at with Corey, but I don't know where I'm at with other people. I just know how to pull Corey, right? So I wanted to pull people fresh. Well, I was so busy. By the time I got done, everybody's already been pulling each other, and I'm like, I'm not trying to build my ego. I really want to find out where I'm at. So I was like, fuck it. I'll pull Corey this week. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just kind of, and plus I was emotionally drained by the end of it. I did do some crazy lifts that
you just
blew away my PRs that I didn't even know were possible. So apparently stem cells are working.
Can we not talk about what we did today?
No.
No? Oh.
Well,
but
Michael, just for you and your family for able to do that for what you're going through. So cheers for you, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
But yeah, have you got any ideas for the next Monster Factory? Who you would like to pair up? Any dream matches?
Man, it's it's so early, and like I didn't even know about Arm Gods, so I don't know what else is going on that weekend. So I'll just have to ask people. Several people. Brent wants the match. Brent told me some people he wanted. Almost everyone there is like, who can I pull at the next one, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you some of the things like.
I'm looking at 40 athletes. I'm going, we're not doing this.
Only 20 of them won, so just chuck all the winners against each other.
Right. I've told people in the past, one of the coolest moments for me was when John Brzezinski came to Monster Factory and he said, this is one of the most fun times I've ever had at an arm wrestling event, Well, I woke up today to 6 different messages saying this is my best arm wrestling experience of my life. And that means a lot. The fact that we're doing something that people enjoy that much.
And I think a lot of it is just how comfortable they are afterwards, before and afterwards, because it is it's a home environment, right?
Right. So I don't really know yet.
It's like having a sleepover.
Like we had Corey and Pablo. Corey's shoulder, got messed up and he knew he had to pull Devin in 5 weeks or 4 weeks or whatever it is, and then 5 weeks, I guess, and then Pablo and Grundy. Those are, I like those matches. I mean, it's just they fell apart there at the end. So.
And I would love to get Murtala back too.
Murtala, like his blood pressure was so high that his doctor wouldn't let him travel, wouldn't let him do nothing. So that match got canceled like 2 weeks out, or like a week out, wasn't it? It was real close. So.
And he wants Corey.
Yeah, he wants to pull Corey because he wants Corey beat him 3-0 from a couple years back, right? So
yeah,
I don't know exactly. I mean, there's always an opportunity that we might get some Eastern Europeans in or something like that to come over. It just depends, man. It depends on the level of support we get from sponsors because once I set the budget, that's the budget.
Yeah.
Like because I know where I'm at. So if this is my budget, that's what I have to work with. You know what I mean? So it'll just depend and see how things go from there. I think this new space has the potential to garner some very high-end sponsors, so we'll see how things go.
Yeah, you guys know both of you guys, as in the Monsters and Tim Talmadge, know how to land sponsors. You need to teach Uncle John and I, because I remember for Arizona State, I was doing a show with Tim, and he's like, "Oh, I've just got a sponsor from a kindergarten. A kindergarten got me to Arizona State." Like live on the show. I was like so jealous. John and I were shooting it. I'm like, I'm so jealous. There's going to be Aussies there, and you guys are going to have so much fun. I'm jealous. This was 3 or 4 days before Arizona. And then Tim looks at his phone. He's like, "Do you actually want to come to Arizona State? I think we got a sponsor. Let's talk after the show." And it was a kindergarten.
Yeah, you were on a plane 18 hours later, and you were there in 30 hours.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That is a good story. Okay, he may have you. He may have you one up.
I don't have that type of sponsor skill, but yeah.
But it's such a credit to both of you, the Monsters and Tim, because it's very easy to just try and go live and get super chats, or try and do pay-per-views and try and keep getting the same people to hand over money. So for both of you guys to go, right, don't worry about it. Put your money in your pocket. If you want to super chat later, that's cool. But we're going to put these events on for you guys to watch for free. So it's a huge, huge credit to the both of you to be able to do that.
I don't think. I mean, we're not big as East versus West or King of the Table, and it didn't work the first time we tried it.
Doesn't work for our plan.
I wasn't going to do it again. And then we realized we did have a good product, and with the integrations and the ability to put in integrations and be able to have the sponsors get a good return on their investment, it just made sense for us. So that's, as long as this model continues to work, we will continue to hold Monster Factory events.
No, I think you guys. I think that was a very smart idea, and I think it's working out great. It looks awesome, and the promotion was great, and it's fun to watch. I kind of clipped even at I always do it at my events, and I'm clipping in. I'm telling people results and stuff because people just don't really know. And we didn't have a camera. We tried having a camera. We had this big screen. We were going to throw it up there, but because we were at a movie theater, so we were going to kind of double dip and on a movie theater, but it wasn't able to happen. But yeah, we always try.
Oh, we're losing.
Yeah, we appreciate what you guys do.
You're just breaking up a bit there, Tim.
Well, hey guys, I appreciate everything.
I gotta get cake.
Yeah, congratulations on a successful event. Thanks for having us on, Ozzy. I gotta go eat.
310. Is that what you said?
311 or something. I don't remember.
How many was
301.
it? 301. Okay, first of all, I would quit and go home. I would just leave. I am not running a 301 entry tournament.
I'm gonna tell you, she talks about quitting Monster Factory every time we hold an event. She tries to divorce me. She's like, "I'm never doing this shit again. I fucking hate tournaments," But yeah,
I went away, and Corey couldn't make it this time, so she actually did the brackets by herself, 3 tables, all by herself. So she's ready to go home and hate me for like 2 months.
You get that woman a spa visit.
Yeah.
She needs it. Okay.
Yeah.
I had to put her.
And a nice bottle of wine. Okay. She needs that.
she's like, "All right,
then." Thank you for coming in, Rebecca and Michael. I'll speak to you guys soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Johnny boy, let's fire off, mate. How good was Washington State? It on screen looked incredible. Oh no, I think John's frozen. Hang on, your screen's frozen there, mate. Oh, there we go. There we go.
All right. Yeah. So Washington State, awesome time. Real bad performance in my super match, but did pretty well in the tournament. Ended up getting second place on the right hand in the 242s. And I was like in 4th to 6th place on the 3 other classes that I pulled. So few problems. Gage Jordan he's got the move. But I had a hell of a time. Got to hang out with Jody Williams. I got to pull Jody Williams in the tournament.
Yeah, we saw that. We saw that on the left hand. Well, I shouldn't say we. Everyone that watches saw it all, but I saw your first one on the left hand.
Yeah. So Jody, tough. I got him a little bit more in the strap. Once the strap was applied, I was able to get around him a little bit easier. But he's formidable.
Are you gonna try and chase him back, or you just gonna go somewhere else because you've got about 8 super matches lined up. I think you got time for a rematch.
Well, I'll tell you what. When I talked to Neil earlier on the fix, I brought up Jordan Sill. So left-handed, I pulled Jordan. We went against each other in the 242 left hand, and he put me out of the tournament. But we had a pretty decent go round. So that might be on the ticket for me coming up in January, possibly.
There you go. Cole saying, shit it, Uncle John looking absolutely massive at Washington State. Cleve Dean resurrected. And you did a wake up for Washington State.
Only one way to go.
Oh, no. Have you got terrible reception there? It keeps cutting out.
Man.
Oh, no. What's happened there? No,
and probably drink a few.
There, you guys are frozen. Might need to hop back out and hop back in. I'll send him a message. Yeah, there you go. We'll see if they hop back in. So let's while they're having a play around, shout out to everyone for joining. So there was Uncle John's match. I was shattered for my guy. Shattered for my guy. It was very disappointing. I was watching it and I thought, beauty, we're going to rock and roll and he's going to dominate. But it didn't work out. Probably should let you know, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it already. This was a very impressive performance of me. That was Tim Talmadge beating Jordan Sill 3-0. Jordan is no joke. Jordan Sill can go the merry-go-round quite a few times, and he was brilliant. He was absolutely brilliant the way he went about it. So, yeah, awesome stuff by Tim Talmadge. He's probably celebrating. He's there with some awesome people. They're like in an Airbnb. But for me, look at this. Bang! Come on, Aussies, come on. Come on, Aussies, come on. My boys just collecting jewelry over there at Washington State. They came, they saw, they conquered. It was unreal. It was brilliant. So from left to right, you got Peter, you got Gary, you got Mario, you got David, and then you've got Andy front and center with the double buys flex. But the boys came in. We'll see if we can get this White Wolf. Fantastic event at Washington State, lads. Couldn't agree with you more there. Uncle John, no one cares if you lost, so stop with the excuses. Yeah, we'll get stuck into him on Maximum Bang. Evan doesn't care either. We were just wondering why no one on the fix would comment on gods. I didn't watch the fix. I was at playgroup this morning, Wolf, but did anyone bring it up? Like, were you guys super chatting about gods? Give me a bit more context with that, because the next event's not till March. So we got King of the Table. We got plenty of events coming up. But give me a bit more context, White Wolf, about that. I'll be very, very interested to know. But thank you very much, my man, with the super chat. Super Mario. Super Mario is in there. The Drew 24 saying, getting that bling. They were, mate. They were. Torpol says, they're all coming after your left arm trophy now, Jake. Good luck to them. Not a chance. My man Lewis in the chat. I saw a couple of your, I think it was left-hand matches, Lewis. We'll give Gary a hard time he got from the bar last night. Was Gary a bit drunk, Lewis? Was Gary a bit pissed? So Gary's the second one, guys. Second from the left. Playgroup. Dang, that sounds like fun. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Laugh my ass off. Jake, did anyone bring it up? Have you been to a single chat on arm wrestling the last 3 months? No, I meant because I know like shows like the Fix, they own or like England, they only really read out the super chats. So if someone did super chat, then yeah, I don't know. I've just been a bit flat out to watch all the shows at the moment because there's so many. I've just been a little bit busy, Joe, which is good. So everyone's having was being brought up in the chat. No links forthcoming. No talk. Complete silence. Beer Man tried to start it up, but crickets. Yeah, but you know that they don't really read the chat on the Fix, only the super chats on the Fix, because there's so many people in there. There's so many people. Like I read a lot of the chat. I think they more have, if I'm guessing, Wolf, more discussions, and then they read out the super chats. That's what they used to do. I don't know if they do that anymore. There you go. Savage Arm Wrestling in the chat. Whoa, what kind of ammunition is using for all those massive guns they be rocking? Yeah, my crew. I'd like to know who did the productions. Who did the production for Washington State. If John or Tim Talmadge are sober enough to still be in the comments, let me know, because I would be very interested in knowing who did the productions, because it looked pretty crisp. I know Robert Kelly did Monster Factory. He was over there at Monster Factory. So I'd be very interested to know. I'd be very interested to know who did it, because I thought they did a pretty good job. It looked very clean. It looked very, very crisp. So I thought it was pretty good. We'll go back and forth with Arm Sports Entertainment and and Monster Factory, because as you see here, Adam Taranenko, take a bow, young fella. Take a bow. It was absolutely insane what you were able to do. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable what you guys did. The way you... now, look, I can't remember the last time I saw Pauline pull on the left, but Pauline looked incredible. Did you guys watch did you guys watch Monster Factory? Because I remember watching this bit and I was like, oh, wow. And I was very, very impressed. There was a lot of impressive events out there. Now, what were the Monster Factory 5 matches? Do I have a list of matches? I had them before, but I restarted my computer. Monster Factory 5 match list. I'll see if it's just got it somewhere in text. Yeah, okay. So here we go. So my man, the Gator Man, Devin Gagnabine, got a good right arm win. He won 3-0. I was pretty happy about that. Brett Ruckers was just fantastic. BJ for Carcass got the job done as well. So I was very, very happy with those guys. Yeah, so the structure of the Monster Factory I had in mind, because they had support appreciation matches. So people that they might not be the world's best puller, but they've been such a huge supporter of the Monster Factory, they've got themselves a match on the show. Like Robert Gould's been a huge supporter of the Aussie arm wrestler. He's been a huge supporter of a lot of channels. So he opened up the Friday night one. And I was like, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. And looking at some of the matches, Hunter Novs was very impressive against Jeff Blair on the Saturday. I kept an eye on Hunter because that's who Jamie Barrett was supposed to pull. He was supposed to have a match there and then a match the week after. Shout out to Jamie Barrett. Hope you're doing well, my man. So he won very, very convincingly. And his opponent, Jeff Blair, shout out to him for taking the match on very short notice. So that was good. Daniel Price was impressive. He pulled double duty. He pulled a right arm match. He won his right arm, but then lost on the left arm to Andrei Sharkovic. And Andrei Sharkovic, if you've seen Andrei Sharkovic before, he is something else. The guy can go, that is for sure. He is unbelievable. So big things coming from Andrei Sharkovic. And then, of course, we saw what Artem Taranenko did on the left arm. And then, of course, we had Dustin Hyatt. Dustin Hyatt was just ultra impressive. Absolutely suffocated Jake Houston. Now, that's not saying Jake Houston's a bad arm wrestler. I'm not saying that at all. Dustin Hyatt is on another level. Dustin Hyatt is on another level. What are my legends saying in the chat? Artem is a stud. Absolutely. It was so impressive to see the left with Artem and Paul. Then the after pull on the right. Paul was light years ahead. Correct. I haven't watched all of that after pull video yet, Joe, but yeah, Paul in on the right smashes Artem. I was surprised by these matches. I had not heard anything prior to the day before. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame, my man. What else have we got? Yeah, thought Paul Lynn would get it done. So did I. Artem, mega impressive. Maybe you'll read this. Arm God super snubbed on Fix. No links, no mention. Bunch of fence sitters. Arm Gods is coming up with a huge revolution. You'll see what's coming, mate. Well, you know I run with Arm Gods, but I know how to counter all of that. But no, I'm always going to talk about Arm Gods. But yeah, we've still got 4 months till Valhalla 3, which I'm Wolf. You're probably more excited than anyone on the planet. We know what it's about. We love it. But I guess on the weekend, I don't know what they spoke about, but I would assume they spoke about Monster Factory and Washington State because That was on the weekend, and I'm sure they were talking about Devon Larratt and Georgie Svetkov because that's coming up this weekend. Now, let's hope that mid-March, everyone's talking about it. Let's hope for that, Wolf. Let's hope mid-March everyone's talking about it because we're getting Bowen and Bath. We're getting RVJ and James Wall. The thumbtack match. 16 matches? Is it 16 this time? Yeah. 16 matches. You get to see Mindigus Dalskas there, BLM, James Beach, all the stars. That is for sure. All the stars. It's going to be great. Aaron Castello runs our production. Okay, we'll tell Aaron. I thought he did a pretty good job. He was great. Revolutions. Let the wheels spin. No, I can't wait for it. Yeah, I don't remember seeing Paul pull lefty either. Silky Wilkie, thank you very much. My man, he says, Oz. I'm still very wary about that tack match. The refs need to be very careful removing the strap. Maybe an alternative where the pin pads have a water balloon pocket and it could be pierced by wrist tacks pointing outwards. Nah. Just picture thumbtacks everywhere. The guys are adults. In fact, you're probably like when you get pinned, like if I was getting pinned with thumbtacks, I would want it to go through the strap first. But yeah, they would have to be careful because you need to pull them out straight and not on an angle. But it'll be very interesting to see how it all goes. Intrigued is the word I always use, Silky. But thank you very much for the support as always. But intrigued is the word I always use. It was, yeah. And why I say intrigued is because I'm very interested to see, because anyone that's willing to take a chance, although it's not my cup of tea, I'm not going to shit on it until I see it. Now, if it looks bad, I'll tell them. Yeah, maybe not. But they might be like, this is the new thing. They just might be the ECW of arm wrestling. So impressive. Dustin can go right from detention with the Breakfast Club on Saturday morning to dominating at the Monster Factory. It's interesting. It is interesting how it all goes. But yeah, Monster Factory. What other matches were there? The Dallas Langston match was ugly in an arm break type position. I mean, those guys have been around the traps for a very long time, but it was a bit ugly. It was good to see Carl Stanley on the card again. He's been pretty successful at the Monster Factory. I thought overall we had a very successful weekend of arm wrestling. And this is only 2 events that we're talking about. Things that went well. I think it was, like they said, 300 entries. And I think their stream only went for like 8 hours and they had breaks and a delayed start. So that's really good for a tournament. And they were absolutely pumping it through. Uncle John was on the mic and did some commentary and pulled all the classes. We had Tim Talmadge, huge win over Jordan Sill, then went on to referee all day. Yeah. It was something incredible. for a tournament. This body by Robbie, he's just pumping up everywhere, and that's good. And that is good. That's what we want. That's what we want. Sponsors coming on board, and No Slap came on board as well. No idea what No Slap is, but I should probably be in there. This is the one I need to remove. But how many of you guys watched both of them? How many of you guys watched both of the events? Loved Uncle John's commentating on the super matches. Yeah, it does incredible stuff. Incredible stuff on the microphone. Body by Roddy, he had a big weekend. Yeah, because he pulled at the Monster Factory, I believe. Yeah, was he on the first day or the second day? The second day, he pulled Luke Pulsher, the referee. So he had a very, very busy day. Jeremiah watched both. Good man. That's what we want. That's exactly what we want. If everyone can pull both, watch both, pull both, whatever, we can get in there. So yeah, so if I go over to so if we go to Monster Factory, White Wolves. So Jake, how many weeks, months here do we have to wait to talk about and promote Arm Gods? 2 weeks? 3, 4, 2 months? What's the formula? Why can't we promote now? Well, you can promote as much as you want. Of course you can promote as much as you want, White Wolf. Of course. But from running a podcast, people are only interested in what's just happened and what's about to happen, is my understanding. Now, I don't know what happens on other people's podcasts, but yeah, we can talk about it as much as you want. I try and promote it on every show that I do. So don't yell at me, Wolf. Don't yell at me. I talk about it every show. I like helping helping the Arm Gods guys out. Stop turning on your own, Wolf. Stop turning on your own. I wish we were having a beer, having a laugh about this. Oh, it'd be hilarious just knowing your sense of humor. And yeah. But you can't get upset if other people aren't talking about it. But yeah. I'm just finding this super chat funny because obviously hanging out and having some laughs with you, just picturing you saying it, Wolf, makes me laugh. You're a star, mate. You're a star. Love it. Love it. Okay. What else have we got? Buddy Hale saying, "G'day, everyone. How are you going, mate? Hope all is well." Uncle John is a juggernaut. Yeah, he's getting a lot of super matches. I think he's trying to get as much as he can until he has his back surgery, which is good. That's who I am. That's what I do. And that's why we love you, buddy. I've never once asked you to change. Speaking of White Wolf, you're flying the flag. Where are all the Arm Gods guys in the chat now? Where are they? No, they're probably busy organising another awesome, probably a super. Have they got a super series coming up? Have they got a? I'm just trying to think because they have heaps of really good super series. Like after the last Arm Gods, they had that wicked Wolverhampton event. Silky Wilkie, thank you very much, my man. He says a magnetic strap that repels the tacks so that they are not aligned with the pin happens so as to mitigate the damage and skin lacerations. Look, I've had thumbtacks in my shoulder and back, and they just pinch a little bit. They pinch a little bit, and you just flick them out. I think the visual will look incredible because I could see one of them pinning it and then grabbing their hand and slamming it again. Whoever gets the first pin, that's what I think. That's what they'll do, Silky. I think that's what they'll do. So we'll just say Uncle John wins. I could see Uncle John winning round one and then going bang and hitting it again. That would be my guess. That would be my guess for that one. But yeah. What else have we got? Everyone's having a good laugh and things like that. So yeah, Tim Talmadge and the Monsters, take your hat off. I thought they were two very successful events. For those that did watch it, for those that did watch either of them, both of them, what were some things that you liked and what were some things that they needed improvement on? Because I know at times there were some audio cracks and I wasn't sure if it was my end, like it got a bit jumpy. Yeah, let us know. Let us know what you did, what thought you could be improved. I'm not saying let's go shit on him, but yeah, because I like that we're having more of these because this is how we're going to get more stars because, well, that's how we all found out about Dustin Hyatt. Well, that's how I found out about Dustin Hyatt was because of Monster Factory. There were some incredible pullers at Washington State, where Tim Talmadge and the crew were awesome there. But yeah, because it's hard. It's good that they had a live stream for a tournament. Tournaments are really hard because it was good that they had a live stream, but then it's hard when it goes for 6, 7, 8 hours. Ooh, I just got to press a button. Yeah, so my takeaways from both of them. So with Washington State, they kicked it off with some super matches, which was great, which then tested out the video, the audio, and it looked incredible. That was a great takeaway from me. Try and pump up the crowd, get some matches going as everyone comes in. Another one. David's in the chat. Fun chat last night. Thanks for letting me hang out for about an hour. I think maybe it was a bit more than an hour. I was on the Devon's Forearm Discord. Devon's Forearm Discord. Who was in there? There was Joe Nelson, Devon's Forearm, Silky Wilkie, you, David. Who else was on there? Varley was on there. Nikolai was on there. Spermies popped in and out from work. I feel like there was 9 of us. And I feel really bad. Who have I missed? Oh, there was one guy I didn't really know. Let's see if anyone can help me out. Jake, it did settle down after you left. It was a bit crazy when I came in. Auden and someone else popped in before I got in. And I got to the Discord too late, Jake ducking me. Yeah, I didn't really hear much from McGillicuddy. I think he was on there, but it was cool. But it was a fun little way to watch something, because I was like contemplating if I do a live commentary or not, and then I was just having fun, just relaxing in the chat and having a laugh. So get on the Devon's Forearms Discord. They do video chats. Oh, Taylor. Yeah, the Bigfoot picture. Yeah, because the names don't pop up. The names don't pop up. But yeah, DF, chuck your Discord in the chat. Chuck your Discord in there. I've only read the start of your super chat. Oh, Silky. Okay. Let me get comfortable. Because all I read, Jake, I've got a weird one for you. All righty, hang on. Okay. Jake, I've got a weird one. Arm wrestling while zorbing. Okay. I'm not the smartest bloke. What is zorbing? Oh, in the big ball bubble things. Okay. Could it work, or is it too dangerous? I'm talking zorber with a rigid harness versus with the water in the center. Feel free to shoot me there, though I appreciate your thoughts. How can they arm wrestle? How can they arm wrestle? So, like, I want to be as high as Silky one day, says Joe. Because if I'm in a covered bubble and you're in a covered bubble, how can we arm wrestle? Let me share my screen. So share screen. I'll show everyone what zorbing is. So I'll click on the picture. So that's zorbing. Oh, hang on. I got to press share screen. That's zorbing for people wanting to know. Silky with the mind melting. They would be sitting facing each other. Are they in the same ball? And they like wear GoPros, and mid-match they get tipped upside down. I think if it's like that, there would be some potential arm breaks. Silky invented the Zorb. You're in the same bobble, says Crazy Uncle Jim. In the same ball. Like a sperm. Oh, you're the man, Silky. Not for me. Not for me. Sitting in the same ball? No. And even someone, I missed it, wrote rolling down a hill, then you're arm breaking. Then you're arm breaking for sure. Look, but in saying that, Silky, I haven't seen it being done, so I can say it's a terrible idea, but that's hilarious. That is hilarious. So good. So good for sure. Oh, that's not. Okay, brilliant. Cool. And there you go. As long as you got pants on. Well, this was supposed to be a Washington State Washington State and Monster Factory review. And now we're talking about Zorbing. But I do appreciate you guys. So I'm still working out the theories. Okay. Please do, Silky. Oh, there you go. Jake, you do an end of year award show, the Aussies. Yeah, Uncle John and I do it for Maximum Bang Monday. We gave out awards last year, and we're going to do it on the last Monday is Christmas Day. Well, there's no maximum. Oh, well, there could be because it's Boxing Day for me. So the end of year awards will probably be on New Year's Day. Oh, I'd have to chat with John. There will be an end of year awards. We might do a special Friday night edition end of year awards. But yes, there will be an end of year awards. We're just working on what categories we're going to be doing. We did a bit of a, what's the word I'm looking for? We did a bit of a, I don't know what I'm after. We were asking for your opinion on the last Maximum Bang Monday, and we wrote down a whole heap, and now we're going to decide, hopefully by tomorrow, what categories will be up for an end-of-year award. Does that make sense? Am I making sense, guys? Am I making sense? Please let me know. Because a lot of the times I don't. But I've got some really good ideas for videos coming up. The next one I'm going to work on today for release for tomorrow is about Larry Wheels and his match. DeVilio, how are you, mate? He says, hello, everyone. I'm late to the party. There you go. Even when you make sense, you don't make sense. True words were never spoken. Just quickly, if people can drop the Monster Factory and Washington State live streams in the chat, just quickly do that. That would be brilliant. Jake got the last pick at the World Arm Wrestling Fan Form draw and ended up with us. And you know what, Spermies? I couldn't be happier. I would rather my core suspects. That's for sure. Yeah, I'd rather my core suspects crew. That's for sure. Yeah, so I want to. It'll take me a while, and it all depends when the baby's born. But I've got a few ideas for top 10 videos. So I'm going to try and record a whole heap of audio today, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. As in, is it just going to be all audio? Is it me? Then it's audio, me, then audio. What are your guys' favorite types of videos from me? Let me know. Oh, Sass, you didn't have to, mate. Thank you very much. It says new baby fun. And a bit of Santa in there. Thank you very much, mate. But what sort of videos do you enjoy? Do you hate videos? Because those who joined my members live last week, I'm slowly integrating, flirting with the idea of integrating a new way to do my shows at the moment. We'll see if they work. But we'll go from there. But yeah, let me know if what sort of videos you like doing. Are you guys those ones that enjoy 2-minute videos, 10-minute videos. I enjoy the mixes. Savage. I just struggle hanging out now due to my new job. Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the one thing I enjoy with the Suspects. You guys are absolute diehard fans, but I love that you guys have lives and you're family men and things like that. I love shorts, quickies, and real music. Real music's hard because you got to pay for it, and you got to pay a lot. Silky 3-minute videos are nice. Like crinkle chips that I digest on my breaks from work. Oh my God. The shopping at Target. More punishment videos. Well, there's a bet on for. I'd like to take. There's a bet on the Hermes and Vitali match. I have to color in my hairline, and Uncle John has to get a photo with Santa. But I like the idea of changing the background. I might pack away this for a little while and maybe dress up the wall behind me and see how we go. Give it a different feel. The only problem with really the only thing with living in Australia is I would love to have people in the studio for my podcasts. Are you doing shoe-ins and locks tomorrow? We've already done a predictions video for King of the Table. And where was it? My shoe-in of the week was Nisa Kamadan, Engin Terzi's Turkish student that's just been fed the poor American. We did it on the last Maximum Bang. So John and I have all the same picks except for Vitali and Hermes. I think. Oh, what is that striped shirt? No, that's one of my that's my soccer team, Brentford. That's my soccer team. I'm just gonna hang it up on the wall somewhere. Yeah. So awesome stuff there. Awesome stuff. Yeah, because I'll do a video on Larry. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, lock myself in here and go bang. Ready, bang, bow? I don't know what that is, Silky. Ready, bang, bow? Ready, bang, bow? Bang, bow? Ready, bang, bow? Same color as my team, Sunderland. Oh, I loved watching that documentary, Sunderland Till I Die. Concrete Elbow parody. Okay. Gotcha. Sometimes you guys are. Oh, you guys are weird. That is for sure. Maximum Bang. Oh, actually, I'm not sure if Maximum. Yeah, you're right, Spermies. I'm not sure if Maximum Bang Monday will be on tomorrow. Because if John's still in because John's got to fly home. Yeah, John's got to fly home. And then, so I don't know if he'll be home in time. I'll message him, but he's probably too drunk to even comprehend at the moment. So it was cool that John. I was hoping that some of the Aussies would get on there. But, yeah. Wow, we've been going for an hour and 25 minutes. That is insane. That is insane. Well, thank you all for joining. I'm going to jump over and have lunch with the family and then back to work, make videos, make content for you awesome, awesome superstars. That is for sure. I have to work harder than ever for you guys right now, and I really do appreciate it. You guys are the best. Thanks, Cole. Bobo McTurds just turned up a bit late. He says, too late. Thanks, Jake. No worries, Joe. You have a good one, David. You have a good one, Joe. Joe Corbin says, good man, Jake. Have fun, Jake. Peace out, everybody. Good night, Jake is man. I got to say bye to everyone. Devon's Forearm says, Jake. Jake, you superstar. Oh, look at the time. You probably have to go to work soon, White Wolf, wouldn't you? Peace out, perps. You guys are awesome. I'm sure. Member video, Jake. You want me to do? Well, I've got the me silly bench press video. What sort of members video do you want, White Wolf? Talk to me. What sort of members video would you like, my man? You've been a member since day one. What sort of members video would you like? I'm waiting, Wolf. I'm waiting. I'm going to end the show. I'm waiting. No, that's all right. There's plenty of awesome. Jesus, what happened there? Yeah, plenty of content coming out. Is anyone excited for King of the Table this week? I can't wait. I can't wait for King of the Table. I think it's going to be a really good event. Sucks that I'm not going to be there. Sucks that I'm not going to be there. But, all right. I'm out of here, guys. I keep banging my bloody computer. Thank you all so much for the support. You guys are just unbelievable. You guys are, yeah, awesome. Can't thank you all enough. I really appreciate everything you guys do for myself and the family and the channel. I've already been to the gym today. Maybe I'll get another session in. Who knows? Anyway, I'm out of here. We will see you tomorrow for Maximum Bang Monday. If that's not on, I will try and organize something else. Because you guys are the best. All right. I'll see you guys soon.